Is this thing working? What's up, y'all? How are you doing today? Today I'm gonna go through a hair tutorial and show you how I do my hair every day. A lot of people have been asking how I do my hair, so I finally wanna do a hair tutorial, even though I've changed my hairstyle a couple of times over the last year, but I think this one's gonna stick for the next while. So I kind of went over this on my last video of my morning routine, and I finally wanted to show you guys how I do my hair every morning. Usually this takes about 10 minutes and it's super easy. Trying to get it quicker than it is right now, but it's slowly working there. So follow along as I take you through how to do my hair. The first step to the hairstyle is probably showering or washing your hair. I usually do that at night, so I don't have that on film, also for obvious reasons. I just wanted to share with y'all what I use in the shower. So whenever I shampoo, I use Head & Shoulders. I do that about once every 3 or 4 days. I don't like to shampoo my hair too often because I like my hair to accumulate natural oils and I don't want to dry it out. I use Suave conditioner, which it was cheap. It was in my price range, so that's why I decided to choose it. I use Suave conditioner every evening just so my hair can rejuvenate and get some of its oils back and to be soft for the next morning when I wake up. When I wake up in the morning, I head into my bathroom and I begin brushing my hair. I just brush it straight down and make sure there's no tangles or knots in it. So then I can then wet my hair. So because I then shower at night, wetting my hair in the morning allows it to be wet so I can dry it and style it. I next just towel dry it and just make sure it's damp and not totally wet. So I just towel it to make it damp. Once my hair is dry, I then use sea salt spray to just add some texture in it. I then rub it all throughout my hair and make sure it gets to all the roots. I then use a texture paste to go throughout my hair. This adds additional texture, and it also helps me style my hair when it comes to curling it and blow drying it. And so I just rub it all through and make sure it goes through all the roots and on the ends, and this is kind of what it looks like. Now comes the long part. So this is where I begin to curl my hair. I start on the left side of my head because I'm right-handed. I use my right hand to curl the brush and I work my way right. And so I take my hair, I curl it around the brush, and then I take my blow dryer and I just hold it there for a while. I'm just gonna speed up the video here so it doesn't take so much time. This video is now sped up in 5 times speed because it takes so long, but basically the heat and the air is applied to my hair and that helps it hold its curl shape. And so I'll just continue here. As you can see, I then layer it back. So I start with the front layer first, as you saw, and now I'm kind of going back and doing the second tier, and then I'll go back again and do the third tier and make sure it just adds depth and layer and texture to my hair and make sure all of it's kind of curled so I don't miss any spots. By the end of this, you can kind of see that I'm spending less time on each curl. That's because my hair is a little bit drier, and so I don't have to spend as much time, heating it and making sure the heat and the air get to it. And so it kind of speeds up by the end. So I'm finally done with my hair dryer and curling my hair. So now I just run my fingers through it, just to kind of get it to how I like and mess it up a little bit. Now I go back with a brush and just make sure all of it is curled correctly because sometimes it just falls down and falls a little bit flat. So I'm just going to add some more volume. The most important part, I next take a brush and I brush out the front. And so this kind of gives that a little flowy look, and I curl the top because sometimes it flattens down. And now I apply hairspray, and so it's pretty much good to go. I throw in some hairspray, and the reason I use hairspray is because I go outside a lot walking to classes and I don't want my hair to get messed up. A lot of other people don't use as much hairspray, but I like to. I don't mind it. I know it's not as fluffy as it could be, but I like the high hold it has because I just don't like when my hair is falling in my face or falling down or getting messed up from the wind. And you can't really tell from this angle, but the right side of my hair kind of sticks out a little bit. And so I like to push that back into my head. So I take hairspray and I just apply pressure and I kind of let it glue almost on the side of my head so it doesn't look kind of wonky. And I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. And I lastly go over with the brush again and just kind of mess up the top so it doesn't look so flat. And yeah, I finish up with some hairspray, make sure it stays tight so the wind doesn't blow off the top. And I just adjust it, get to my liking, and we're good. And finally done, just kind of checking it out, make sure it's good, and yeah, that's my hairstyle. Here's what it looks close up. You can kind of see how it's just flowing, it flows to the right in this video, but yeah. And of course I had to do a fit check, so you can see my shorts from Banana Republic and then a Patagonia t-shirts, and we're ready for the day. After I do my hair, it kind of takes time for it to fall down and kind of set. So like here you can see it's kind of falling down. It's not all the way up like it is when I first do it. So that just takes time throughout the day as the day goes on. I originally started this hairstyle with it trying to go up and trying to keep it up, but my hair naturally flows from left to right. And so my hair just kind of falls down. So now it's kind of turned into this and what it is, and it kind of swooshes over, which is fine. I think it still looks good, but it's definitely different than what I intended, but I still like it. One of my favorite things about this hairstyle is that every day I do it the same, but it always ends up a tad bit different than when it was. So you kind of never know what you get. It's always a surprise. So I'm gonna walk through the products I use throughout the video doing my hairstyle, and so you can see what brands I use, why I use them, and what it's like. For sea salt spray, I use Beach Babe sea salt spray, and I like this brand. It's cheap, it's reliable, and I like to add it in just for a little bit of texture. For paste, I use just the texture paste. Again, it's cheap, it's affordable, and it just adds texture on my hair and adds a little bit of hold to it that I don't get otherwise. And it really helps me curl my hair whenever I do that. For hairspray, I use the L'Oreal Lock-It. I like it. It's a very strong hairspray. It's kind of like glue, and it really holds my hair together because my hair also, the wind would blow it everywhere. Your choice of hairspray is up to you. You can use a lighter one, use a heavy one, depending on what kind of hold you want. Basically how loose you want your hair to be. But this one worked for me. This was cheap, so this is why I chose it. All these products I found at my local grocery store or drugstore, and so you can probably find those products near you as well, or similar versions of them. For my brush, I use this rounded brush here. Has both these tips, which I don't know the names of, and the more finer tips, which really help lock and hold my hair whenever I try to curl it. I found this on Amazon. It's Grand Naturals brand. Cheap, affordable, and easy to find. And then they also have different sizes too for the size of curls you want to get. For the hairdryer, I use this one, again, Amazon, really cheap. I use the diffuser end to help get heat to my hair, but not as much wind so it doesn't mess up the curls. And yeah, Infinity Pro by Conair, really great, really reliable. It's lasted me almost 2 years now, so really recommend it. There's all different kinds of products out there, so I really recommend just doing whatever one works for you, whichever one's in your price range, whatever one is achieving the goal that you want to achieve with your hair. I chose the ones I did just because out of convenience, or out of that I've used them before, or out of just budget. So feel free to use whatever products that you like. Everyone's hairstyle is unique, so don't feel pressured to follow the exact hairstyle that I do. I've taken inspiration from other people I've seen on TikTok and on YouTube with similar hairstyles and wanted to move more in that direction, but everyone has different hair types, so do whatever works best for your hair and whatever you feel most confident in, because at the end of the day, that's the most important part. You want to feel confident, you want to feel yourself, you want to feel amazing, and so that's what the hairstyle is all about. Thank you guys for watching today. If you haven't seen my morning routine video, go watch it. I linked it at the end of this video. Go check it out, go see where my hair routine fits in throughout my morning, and I hope this kind of gave some insight into what my hair process looks like and what I do every morning. Please hit that like and subscribe button. That really helps me grow my channel. I really want to grow this and provide more videos for all of you. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.